17104.com.
I have a special microphone for today's episode. Something I have to pull out, from the archives. An ancient relic, something very historically important stuff.
Ooh.
Mercy.
I should not be expected to work under these circumstances.
I think these are pretty good circumstances considering.
I mean, I'm just saying I should not be expected to work under these circumstances. Jason A. Benefield. Yes.
Hey. Good evening, good afternoon,
for
everyone.
anytime.
Anytime. Absolutely. I'll take that.
Catch these hands anytime. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Doing very good. And yourself? How's it going?
I'm doing great. This early August afternoon / evening, we are having a rain. It's supposed to thunderstorm. It thundered a little bit. So if by chance you notice that the dog is, if you notice that the dog is on Taft's lap, that's because it's thundering outside and she is afraid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yes.
It's a friend of mine in Atlanta is also going through the same thing right now.
Oh, okay.
With the storms. I think it, like, by the time I got the phone with the person, it was like dark out. They said it was dark outside. It was getting dark. Like the covering was taking over.
Yeah. Really quick, let's say hello to Estrella Williams.
Hello.
Williams, or is that Estrella? Williams, how are you? From, I believe, Ohio. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much.
OH.
Taft, how are you?
I'm good.
How's your week?
It's been a good week. It's been 7 full days.
Oh,
for all of them.
You had that happen to you.
I sure did.
That's all right there. You can't beat
7
that.
full days.
Yeah. The whole 24-hour thing. I wasn't expecting that one, but yeah.
Okay. And nobody mad at you, Nobody mad at you. She said, yes, good. Thank you. How are all of you? We are doing well. Sister Harriet Wilson is watching.
And is there a birthday?
I believe there's a birthday there. Sister Harriet Wilson.
Hey, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. We would sing, but my yeah. Me. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Harriet. Happy birthday to you.
There we go.
Go ahead, Lufa. Go ahead, Lufa.
There we go.
That's how you do it. If you're gonna do it, that's how you do it. Say hello
I don't
to
know.
Promise Mills. You don't know how
it's just what I do.
That's right. It's just what you do. I know.
It's what I do.
Hello to Promise Mills here in Harrisburg. Chris Camouflage Williams. Hello, Chris Camouflage Williams. Good to see you. I say hello, Miss Wendy, Mr. Taft, and Mr. Jason. What you?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Is that better?
I think so. Just
okay. Okay. Just saying. Sister Harriet, Estrella said, happy blessed birthday, Harriet. Actually, I was talking to Estrella. I want to say Estrella, but I want to say Estrella. Like I want to make it sort of Spanish, like Estrella.
Estrella.
Yes.
You gotta roll the R. Estrella.
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 So what you guys talk about? Estrella. Anyway, Sister Harriet, I've been talking about you, so your ears should have been ringing. I've been talking about you and your role in raising Taft to be the wonderful young man that he tries to be
Oh,
now.
wow.
So yeah.
Oh, wait. It went from wonderful man and then went to try. It was like prison to say it like that. Like,
he said it was big. No, the wonderful young man that listen, if you ever need somebody to get your kid right, get your kid straight, Harriet Wilson is who you need. Harriet
okay.
Wilson, she did not play with Taft. She did not. I did not ever have to.
Toe to toe, nor belly to belly.
That's it. See? So she did not play. Look, we got a lot of things on our. We really don't have a lot of things, but I think we're going to talk a lot about it.
Yeah.
On our agenda today. But before we do, let's go to our family feud. Minister Chris, can we have the family feud? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why are you looking at the answers?
I was looking
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Top 7 answers on the board. 100 people asked. Question is, name something you always associate. Wait, name something you always associate with tornadoes. Okay.
The Wizard of Oz.
Taft, you are such a cheater. You are such a cheater.
I didn't see it out there.
1,
but
2,
it makes
3,
sense
4,
because the
5.
Yellow Brick Road.
Okay, the Wizard of Oz, number 5. Taft, you are such a cheater.
I'm not. I just remember that because the black and white.
Promise Mills said Wizard of Oz. Promise, I like the way you said that. Good answer. Good answer.
Right.
Oh man, what's that movie? What's that movie with Bill Pulliam and Helen? Oh my goodness, I can't remember that. The Twister. The Twister.
The Twister. No. Oh well, yeah. Number 2, Wind and Funnels. Yeah, we'll go with that. Estrella Williams said the Wind. I think she said it before you said the Twister.
Yeah, that's cool. You can give it to her.
Yeah. Promise
we
Mills.
we don't talk about her name, so you can give it to her.
Yeah, we did kind of. We'll let her have it this time. Promise Mills said storms. And not quite. Be a little bit more specific, maybe.
House.
Taft, you are such a cheater. Honestly, God, he looked. No, it is not your game.
Hey, Taft. Pretty soon you're about to be thrown out the game, bro. I don't mind it, but if I can't be involved in the cheating, you gotta be thrown out, bro.
If I was cheating, I would have gone for number 1.
That's exactly what he would not have done. See, that's the way he thinks. That's how he thinks. He's not, and he couldn't see number 1 because I had it covered. Anyway, for those of you out there still playing, just keep typing in your answers as we're talking, and we will be sure to include you and check your answer and see where you are. So there are a couple of big things that happened, and I wanted to, before we go to the one that we wanted to talk about, I don't remember his name, but there was a young man who's a social media influencer, and he said on the internet that he was giving away PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, that was sort of the answer that like it was a family feud. What's his name? Kai Cenat.
Kai, like Kai space CENAT.
Okay, Kai Cenat. So he promised that he was giving out all this money, $1,000 gift card and PlayStation 5s in New York. And he's got like millions of followers. And so it caused a riot, and he had to call the police to come and get him out of there because the people had stormed the place, right? And then the police came and got him out of there, and they almost didn't get out of there. And they ended up pressing charges against him for inciting a
For
riot.
inciting a riot. Yeah.
Yeah. Now here's my question. I wonder how many PlayStation 5s did he really have? And how many $1,000 gift cards did he really have?
I think he gave out like 4 or 5 PlayStations. I don't know about the gift cards.
4 or 5 PlayStations, that's
A
it?
PlayStation is expensive.
Well,
The
he's
PS5?
got 3 million followers.
True, but I mean, it's a giveaway. Everybody can't get one. That's exclusive.
No, it's not.
You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. If I can just jump in here real quick.
Please do. Please.
First and foremost, that is a perpetual mindset of lack. That the only way that you can get something is for free. And if you try your best to impress somebody to get it from that person. Now, that's also validation, which is also something that you don't need to put your hat on in order for you to get what you want. And so for that to take place, that just really goes to show about this country and just how much they put so much value in items and not in life itself. And it's really not helping things as far as individuals being able to work, have jobs without them being outsourced to India and China and all that. It's I mean, there's just so much that's just making this seem. And if you could tell, I have a chip right now. I do.
We couldn't tell. I didn't know.
I do have a chip right now, just because of just the fact that, you know, this country wants to continue to put so much pressure on people just to be able to live here. And yet, you know, they act like they can't do anything to relieve that pressure so that individuals can live here in peace. You know, it's just amazing.
So let's say Promise Mills said he knows people are greedy, play stupid games with stupid prizes. He should have sent the stuff out. Estrella said, but not $3 million. So he had 3 million followers, but not $3 million. Good point. Sister Harriet said he sounds like he was trying to start trouble. And trouble he started, and he got it.
Yeah.
Let's say hello to my mom, Randy Massey. Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Rock Hill,
Randy
South
Massey.
Carolina. Thank you for joining us. Well, you know, I think the other part of the problem, I do agree with Promise. If he really had that to give away, he would have sent it out. He wouldn't have told people where he was.
Well, no, it's like a meet and greet giveaway. It's like, you know, the first people to get here. He's like a huge streamer. I think like one of the most paid streamers probably, like at least for right now. And so it's like a meet and greet. You know, I'm giving away X, Y, and Z
that
for
young people stuff.
Well,
And
yeah.
like you said, so how many people that were out there? So you went to go get a free PS5 and got a free ride to the police station.
Well, and to meet him
get it? Police station PS. So
Yes.
they ended up at, instead of getting a PS5, they went to PS Precinct 5.
Right.
Oh, he played a good one on them. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna try that. Try that.
Okay.
Anywho, Mom said, "Hey, hunks of joy." Thank you, Mom. Estrella said most of them do it online. So that was the other thing. There was something else that happened that I wanted to bring up before we bring up what we were going to bring up, but I can't remember what that is.
Was it the Lizzo thing?
The Lizzo thing.
I love to talk.
Okay, Taft, this is the chip on your shoulder. I mean, good grief. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with my co-host. You know, I'm generally the one that is more passionate about things. But my co-host today seem to have soapboxes out and they're ready. Go ahead.
Well, so
you have to tell what happened first.
So there was a lawsuit that was filed on the singer-performer Lizzo by 2 of her ex dancers for body shaming, hostile environment, like a hostile workplace, coercion, like making them do things that they don't want to, and then, you know, just that things of that nature. Now, I think the first thing wrong with this lawsuit, and I'm not saying she didn't do it, because there's some evidence. I'm kind of shocked the first thing that catches my eye, I'll say, about this lawsuit is Lizzo, a creator and artist who has surrounded her entire career over body positivity, over, nothing wrong with being big, shout out, da da da, woo da woo, is now being sued for body shaming.
Yeah.
Big people can body shame.
True, but should they?
Well,
Hey man, hurt people, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
That's
She could
true.
be still hurt inside and it's coming out, and I mean, when somebody's in front of a camera, just like me right now, I'm cool, yo. I'm the coolest cat you know. But when you don't see me behind the camera, it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm pop, pop. Bam, bam.
Is that a mason jar that you're drinking out of?
Yes, indeed.
Estrella said they may just trying to pad the lawsuit. Was that a play on words? I get it. Pad the lawsuit. Get it?
Yeah.
Well, well, okay. So she got a lot of her fame for being a plus size woman, for being a big girl, right? Which I think is wrong. And I can say that as a card carrying big girl. Card right here. But anywho, I look like a family feud. That's my card. But I just think that she got a lot of attention because of her size, and because she dressed provocatively in spite of, and how people will say, I know she didn't wear that, at that size. So the body shaming, anybody could body shame.
True, but to tell somebody that they're getting too big.
She told them they were getting too big.
I'm not saying she was like, I don't like big people. I mean, like she was saying, you guys look like you're gaining too much weight. You're fired.
Okay, but if I need my dancers and my backup singers to look a certain way, I wanted to be a flight attendant, right?
Right.
And they always changed the rules, and when they changed the rules one time and said you had to be fluent in 2 different languages, I was like, I got that, right? And then you had to be only 5'9". Well, I'll be John Brown. Now I can't go again. You know what I mean? Although I am 5'9" right now. Now I'm 5'9" right now. But I'm just saying, then I was.
What is he doing?
Nothing. He doesn't even realize he's not in the camera.
Oh, there you go.
At any rate, all I'm saying, Estrella says no. Oh, she said no, wasn't. I'm just saying that I'm not surprised about the body shape. Like, okay, one more thing. Like, say you go and work at a place that has uniforms, and they get uniforms that fit certain size bodies a certain way. But then I get the uniform, and even though they have it in my size, the long sleeve is really 3/4 length. The pants look like I got on gauchos or something. It's not right.
Right.
And I could say that they body shamed me.
Well, she hired them for their size. Like she hired them because they were big girls. And that
maybe she didn't want them to be bigger girls.
Well, I mean, think about it though. Also, if you're going to be dancers, you have to be able to be agile. And I believe maybe what she's trying to say, and she could have done it differently, is that I need y'all to be in good health in order for you to maintain the schedule that we have for the concerts.
That was good.
That was
good.
That was.
So that's all I'm saying. If she said it in a way that was that they wouldn't be alarmed, then I'm sure this wouldn't be an issue. So sometimes it's all about tact. Some of us have it, some of us don't.
But then the other part to the lawsuit.
It's only a 1 hour show, but go ahead.
It is. The last little part, it's They went on the TMZ. First I kind of have a problem with TMZ because I
have
think
a problem with TMZ.
they're like, oh, what's his name? What's his name? I'm surprised. Ben Crump.
Yes.
I think they're like the Ben Crump of just social events. I mean, anything happens.
Wow. Are you
I
really dumping
Because
on Ben
think about-
Crump right now?
nothing against Ben Crump. Ben, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, solid guy. You're great. I just think
No, wait a minute. No. Ben Crump has like the police scanner of the world.
he does.
He knows what happens before the bullet hits.
Yeah.
Like Ben Crump,
Yeah.
no, like you ever notice? And he doesn't talk much, but he's always there.
Yeah.
I mean, if something happens before you can say, I bet Ben, and the next thing you know, there's a press conference and Ben Crump is like, we're gonna let you know that the family is they are hurting right now, but we are going to take care of them. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. His police scanner is on point, and his jet is fueled up at all times.
Yeah.
His pilot is on 24/7.
They have fuel on the plane.
They have,
So if it starts to go down, they just have somebody like crawl out there and just hook it up.
I bet his pilot lives on the plane. Like you can't go nowhere. No, I'm not talking about him because I'm sure very good at what he does. And if I were ever, God forbid, in that type of situation, I'm calling him. I want to be clear about that. Ben.
That's cool.
But
That's true. That's true.
I'm calling him because I mean, who else? You can't call. What was Johnny Cochran?
Nah. Not unless you bring him back from the afterlife. If you bring him from the afterlife,
So I'm just saying. But anywho, Estrella said she may have been meaning they were getting sloppy looking.
I can understand that too, as well, because it's one thing to be a nice full-size woman, but it's another thing to really like be like the ones where you'd be like, okay, see, nah.
No, I don't know. Let me hear about it. I don't. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me hear.
I'm okay. See. I don't mind full-size women. I don't. That was in my family. So that's what I saw all the time. Beautiful, beautiful women. Okay.
Fix it, Jesus.
What I'm saying is that there is a moment though where it can just really get out of control, and it's really not pleasing sometimes to the eye.
Like Tammy. You
Tammy
know Tammy?
What'd you say?
He said Tammy. No.
You know that.
Anywho, Estrella said fat. I wouldn't have gone there, Estrella, but okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that either.
I mean, but I get what she's saying, but I don't know. I don't know. So are we okay with Lizzo now?
I mean, I don't. There's some other things. She took them to like after parties and stuff of sexual natures and didn't tell them, and then had them like they didn't do anything with.
No, come on now. Now that's just a bit much.
Yeah, but see now that's slander. That's slander now.
Well, Lizzo released a statement where she didn't deny any of it.
Yeah, but they went when they got there. They weren't held hostage.
See, that is true. And that
they weren't. They could. And in this day and age, if you have a phone, you can call an Uber.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
Their interview, they messed up a little bit on their interview. They were like, well, the one girl had it. She had a good script and she was sticking to it. But it was the other one. She's like, well, she never said anything directly to us, but it was like this air around her and like
that's when
an unspoken rule with all
yeah. They're looking for
messed
money.
up. You messed up.
Estrella said these women are grown. They could have left.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, and they still can. Bye.
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Absolutely.
Watch this.
I don't think anybody has to take any crap from anyone, no matter what. And if you're afraid that you ain't gonna have no money, trust me, you can go somewhere else and get paid. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yet,
I promise that exactly. They act like she held a gun to their heads and made them do whatever. So it appears that Lizzo now has some job openings for backup singers and dancers.
Hey, I'll wear a wig. I'll get right there behind her.
I can do all the dances. I'm good. I'm good. And Lizzo, you can try take me to a party if you want to, but you won't take me back. You won't take me. I dance on stage. That's it. Okay. At any rate. So now you can try it if you want to, Lizzo.
But hold on. I just one more thing, and I know we got to move on. One more thing though, just real quick. Let's just say, right? What if they upset because they got absolutely no play while they were there?
No, they did. That was
That's
a part
their
of the thing.
problem.
That was the part.
That's their insecurity. That has
So
nothing
the
to do-
thing is that they got play while they there and they mad. How was you mad?
Well,
I couldn't be mad.
I'm trying to think of a way to
Oh,
say
you mean
it.
when they got to the party, they got no
Yes.
play.
No,
Yes,
they did. But well,
You say it now. Apparently,
they had to eat
apparently you and Promise know the
the bananas.
Yeah.
They okay. They were
Well, while you're
encouraged
thinking,
to.
let's say hello to Vermeil Calhoun of Philadelphia. Hello, Mr. Blake. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Go ahead. While Taft tries to squirm out of this one, go ahead.
They were
Taft.
encouraged and proceeded to consume bananas from
Body
some-
Okay,
parts.
say no more. Say no
Yeah,
more.
thank you.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Say no
So
more.
at any rate, again, there were
That's
no
cool.
guns held to their head. They were not Carly Russelled. There was none of that. So
Well, it might have been
No.
self-inflicted.
well, yeah. So now the big thing I wanted to talk
Yes.
about.
Okay.
So, and it's I have so many mixed emotions about it, about the Riverboat Brawl, and the fact that they're calling it a Riverboat Brawl, in Montgomery, Alabama. So for anyone that has been under a rock for the last 2-3 days and has not touched the internet or the internet, as they call it, or any form of social media, there was in Montgomery, Alabama, really quick, there was a pontoon boat that parked at the dock, and the riverboat was the riverboat's parking spot. So the pontoon wouldn't move. There was a black guy who was a security guard working for the riverboat. He actually untied their boat and pushed it out a little bit. Not so much that they were going to have to swim to it, though eventually some did have to swim to it. And then the guys that were on the boat, so I should say that the man that worked for the riverboat was a man of color, African-American man. The people that were on the pontoon were Caucasian or people of non-color, because I believe one of them owned the Arab store. So they were in an argument. You couldn't hear the words, but you saw him like, and he was pointing and down there, and he clapped. He clapped.
He was clapping. He was clapping.
He did. He
was
did
clapping.
give them the clap.
Yeah,
That's
he
when
gave him the
you
clap.
knew. It was
That's
a couple
absolutely.
of times. There were a couple of times when you knew something was about to go down. The clap, when he was like, that was one. Let's say hello to Sister Marie Miller, First Lady of Wesley Union AME Zion Church that's making an impact in the community. We haven't said that in a while. Daryl Moore obviously also knew about the bananas. Let's say hello to Daryl Moore in Cleveland, Ohio, who is from the 334 area. He said, we do not play. Estrella said they effed around and found out. So yeah, that's it.
Did they ever?
So then one white man hit the black man first. This was the second notice. This is the second command. You know what I'm saying? Like unto the first one, the black man took his hat off and threw it up in the air.
Through the air, right?
You're gonna start seeing that everywhere you go now. People, when they've had enough, when that hat comes off, and it wasn't like he just was like, let me just take this hat off. He threw it up, so it had to go high.
Yeah.
People, that was like a new way of saying, who?
Right.
Somebody was on their grill, somebody was doing their lawn, and they saw that hat go up.
Right.
Oh man, I got to go.
So Winde, did they come out of nowhere at some point? It was like, What? Like,
They came
whoa,
out of
that's
nowhere.
what's up. That's what's up.
Well, they came out of somewhere,
They
but here's
did.
so the white men, it was like 5 or 6 of them on the black.
Yeah.
So there was, and you were watching this video from the riverboat.
Right.
So a black man that was already on the dock ran down. You know how you have the ramp that you got to go down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ran down. He was not trying to fight them because the first man that approached him, he kind of moved him. He was getting them off of the black guy.
Yeah.
So at this point, there were 2 black men, right?
Right.
So if you look at the video, at the bottom of the video, you see somebody jump off the boat.
Yeah.
And swim across.
Yeah.
Let's say hello to Nan Swanson. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, Nan, how are you, Nan Swanson?
Hey.
So then the boy, he was a 16-year-old boy who, by the way, he was receiving so many Cash App donations that they shut down the Cash App, and they're finding another way that you can send donations to him because he was about it. I don't know if one shoe is at the bottom of the river and the other one, he took it off when he got up on the dock and he was ready.
It was a holy ground for him.
Yes. Oh, yes. So then people were like yelling from the boat and people were yelling from the dock. Where the people came from and when the trouble came was when, as soon as that boat got close enough to the dock.
Oh, yeah.
They jumped
all
off
of the
that.
workers from the riverboat.
Yeah.
All the riverboat workers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which kind of takes me to Tina Turner when she said she left a good job in the city. She said she never saw a good side of the city till she hitched a ride on the Riverboat Queen.
Proud Mary.
Linda, let's say hello to Linda Kamek. She said, we are one.
Yeah.
So then there was this big brawl, this big fight. Now here's the third thing to let me know, maybe by now we're on 4th, to let me know this was not going to be good. When those guys got off the boat, took their shirts off and started skipping. See, there's a certain, there's a certain way. They did not run to the fight. They skipped.
Right.
When you see black men skipping, oh, it's like that's like a level of crazy that you should be like, they're skipping. Like they wasn't running.
Right,
not one, not 2, but it was a.
Oh, it was, and they skipped together like they were a
right.
I've never seen such precision. I mean, left.
That was a choreographed skip.
Oh man!
Let's say hello to Tina Washington and
hey,
Bubaka,
Tina,
my big sister in Buffalo, New York. Hey, Tina.
Hey, can we please hurry up and get to the good part?
Okay, hold on. Estrella said, seemed like a lot of drunk privilege. Promise said they got what they deserved at the end of the day. I'm proud of our people. And then Promise said when they threw that person in the water. What was your part, Jason?
My man doing some WWE type stuff on them people. I mean, don't get me wrong. All right. I mean, they was using metal chairs. This man used a wooden chair and he didn't care who he was, as long as he was getting somebody. I mean, don't get me, see, I don't advocate violence. But I was just sitting there and I was just like, wow. He was just teeing off on people.
Oh, he was.
Oh, yeah.
He was. But the thing is where did the chair come from?
Ah, there it goes. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chris.
Never. So wait, hold it right there, Mr. Chris. So this guy with a black sock and an orange sock, that's the swimmer.
Yeah.
They're calling him Aquaman.
Yep, Aquaman.
Aquaman. And then the chair guy over there. Where did the chair come from? Like that chair came out of nowhere. And then the woman, there was a woman. Now he did hit the woman with the chair, and he should not have.
Yeah, that was overboard, overkill.
And again, and I agree. I can't with you, Daryl. Daryl said, I choose violence. I don't turn the other cheek. You know, I don't condone violence. However, we came from, and you did too, Taft. We came from, if somebody hits you,
right, you hit them back.
You better hit them back.
Absolutely.
And if somebody hits your sister,
you better get on them.
You need to jump in too.
You both jump on them.
So that's cultural. That's cultural. There was no other way that was going to go.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
I don't
I'm
think-
glad. Go ahead, Taft. Go ahead.
No. Okay. Well, I one thing, I also don't condone violence. What I will say is that I do regularly wear a nice little Malcolm X T-shirt, one of my favorite ones, just to put on every now and again. So I'm not mad at what they did, and yeah, she was on the ground, but I think that worse has been done to us when we were on the ground. So in some way, it's almost poetic.
Wow.
And then think about it. Another perspective I saw online, it was how the ancestors felt when one of us was swimming to an old slave port to go jump on some white people. I think I don't know. I think that everything that happened, and people may think it was a little bit extreme, and maybe the chair could have been a bit much, but I think that I don't know. I'm not mad at it.
I would not have hit. I would not have hit the woman with the chair if
Okay,
she
maybe she
didn't
did.
hit me first.
She did that.
No,
So
absolutely not.
Daryl said the woman hit them first.
Yeah.
Daryl also
Yeah, but
said Daryl is fighting.
but the women were fighting the women.
Women were fighting women.
The women were fighting the women and the men were fighting the men. So that I understood and I respected that.
Yeah.
He had one last swing.
What did you say?
Yeah, one last swing in him. Because
he was reaching back. He wasn't reaching back. He reached back. He reached back with that.
He did.
Somebody called it chair jitsu.
Chair jitsu. Hey, there was a video I meant to send you, Winde, about that. I think I sent you that video on Instagram about the guy that had the chair and he was like, in times I have to get myself. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I had to find out because there was so many memes and so many jokes about the chair. And I'm saying, what are they talking about? And so somebody on Instagram had all the videos in the comment section. And so I looked at all the videos. And then that's when I saw that dude just swinging away. And I was like, oh my God, it was real. It was serious.
Yeah. Tina said, well, Daryl said, H. Rap Brown, violence is as American as cherry pie.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tina said, when Aquaman swam to defend, he's my new superhero. Daryl says, Trump has the Secret Service. They don't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Linda said, that woman should have stayed in her lane. And Promise said he was swinging that chair like he was the big show. What I thought was funny, and again, I do want us to really, to really think about what, I mean, we know what could have been done differently to erase all of it. To not have had, they should have moved the boat when the man told him to move the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple. And none of this would have happened. Oh, sorry, and move the boat.
Yeah.
So, but that didn't happen. So, but what was I gonna say? Tina caught me off guard. Tina said, I have an issue with the fact that the lily white Southern belles were throwing blows but didn't get arrested.
One got drunk.
Well, yeah, two went in the water.
That's true.
Yeah, 2 went in the water. But all of the memes and all of the things that we also have been taught to make light of very serious, very serious issues. And it is, we find humor and laughter heals and all of that. And so we found humor in some of the worst places, because sometimes it helps to laugh to keep from crying.
Mm-hmm.
When the truth of the matter is, it didn't have to be adults that knew better. Had the police that came, had they have come any other way than what they did, because they were calm, people were fighting, and they were just walking through to break up the main fight. Right. And the only time that I saw a video of that anybody really got wrestled to the ground was the black man swinging a
For
chair.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it could have that could have gone terribly.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't go so well for a few people anyway. Some people are gonna think it through. Now they understand when our grandmother would say, "Get somewhere and sit down."
Yeah.
Now they understand.
Chair will now be provided.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Let's say hello to Dawn Washington in Sandusky, Ohio.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Sandusky.
Hey, Dawn.
So I do want to say when you sent me the video, I know I still have work around like interaction between people of African descent and people of European descent, and how still, like, no matter what, you know, there's this misconception that people of African descent are here to still cause trouble when we're just trying to live. And then they feel like that no matter what we do or say is never enough for them to leave us alone. And for the fact that they had to have 5-on-1, first of all, okay, like, you still thinking that way? You still can't fight 1-on-1? Like at some point, at some point, like, if you start seeing more and more folks, turn around and, like you said, that hat go up in the air and they coming out of nowhere, that's the time for you to run away, because now there's no mercy. You see what I'm saying? Now you done started something that you're not gonna be able to finish. And and at this moment, I kind of applaud the police just a little bit, because they did not overreact too much in the situation, because I think they was really trying to figure out what was going on and who to stop. I just really, yet I really feel like that, there's still, there's still some healing that has to take place, that this country really does have to turn around and stop this us against them type scenario and mindset. And I will say that the Willie Lynch letter really did not show up in this, because the brothers and the sisters really stood up together, and I applaud them for doing that, regardless of what they believe may be or might happen to them, they really stood up. And I really am thankful to see that unity take place on video like that today.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Let me go back to some of the comments. Promise says, I wonder if they would have tried to jump him still if the man was their color. Nan Swanson said, I think they snapped when all them white people went after the black man. No, this is not going to happen today, not on our watch. We ain't no slaves. Estrella said, I think they would have fought anyone. So Estrella, are you saying that you think that the white people on the boat would have fought another white man had he have told them to move their boat? Had he have been clearly in the uniform of the riverboat? Are you saying that you think that they would have still fought? I agree with you, Jason. There still needs to be some healing. There still needs to be some healing. And it does have to, like, we do have to address the us against them issue. But I really think that they responded out of disrespect for him, and also out of fear. Because if the one person disrespected him and the two of them went at it, that's one thing. But that now all of them came, that was because they didn't think that one man could take on that one man. So they know the super strength that you all have as Black men. They're aware. And so then when the other one came running, if you notice, the one that came running down the dock, they didn't really try to fight with him. He was trying to get them off of him. But too many times we have watched, too many times recently, we have watched our brothers and sisters be slain in the streets, where we stood by and recorded it and didn't do anything. I don't advocate violence. I don't condone violence. However, like I said, it's been ingrained in me that if someone hits me, I am to hit them back.
Yeah.
And if somebody hits my brother or my sister or my child or my family or anyone else, then I am to hit them back.
Yeah.
And so the best way to handle that and the best way to heal from that, don't hit me.
Right. Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Yeah.
And so now we've got some clear signs, just like this is the universal sign for choking.
Yeah.
That head up, that's going to be, or a chair, or anything like now, because we're a generation of people, or we now have a generation of people.
Yeah.
Once they see strength in coming together, in Montgomery, Alabama, of all places.
Yeah.
Once they see strength of people coming together, you can rest assured that they'll come together again. So for anybody watching, just take heed. You can rest assured. And a lot of the memes are saying, this is what happens in small town, whatever.
Well, I think also part of that, there was about a month ago, there was this some country singer. He had like a
oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what the lyric was, but he said something that was offensive, and he kind of was like really dismissive. He was like, "Well, try that in a small town."
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Linda said national news just reported there are 4 warrants out. That's for the 4 white men. 4 of the white men. One of the white men, he left.
Okay.
But there was a video of him walking away, and the guy had the video, and he was like, "Why are you leaving? Why are you running?" He said, "I'm not leaving. That's my boat." He was the owner of the boat.
Oh.
But he was, from reading it, he owns a store
in
Montgomery. And
that's the Chase. That's the Chase Shipman.
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he left. So he said, he put out a statement and said, "I left because I knew it wasn't right, and I didn't want to be a part of that."
He saw that chair.
After there were 5 on 1, right? He saw the chair. He said, "I know this ain't right, and I don't want to be a part." He left his boat.
So was he part of the 5 on? He had to be part of the 5 on 1.
He was.
So then he leaves after the swarm comes in.
Yeah.
See, that's cowardice. Because if you're gonna fight.
But see, we have been taught that way. That's what we've been taught. They can, throw some blows, then leave, and you're not in trouble. Sorry. Let's say hello first to William, Dollar Bill, Baybra, Washington, my baby brother. Bill says that dock is where slaves were sold. The pins are still there. Tina said they pushed the white young man with the blue-red vest away. They did not fight him. He was the one that was standing next to the worker, the first worker.
But I thought somebody hit him because he tried to break it up at one point. And I thought somebody hit him.
Oh wow.
Well, there was the one guy that ran. Remember, once the black guy started to choke the first one that was hitting him, he just came running.
I don't think he was choking him. I think he had his hand and he was gouging out his eyes.
Oh, that's wow.
Ooh.
I don't know, but I think he was gouging out his eyes. I mean, like his hands were like this.
Oh, that's true.
They weren't down here. They were like this. So either he was doing that thing with, you put your finger in their mouth and you pull their jaw apart, or he was gouging out his eyes. Either way, his life won't ever be the same. It's a lot of people that are traumatized as a result of this. Now, what I did not like is that there were children on that boat.
I mean, the children were fighting.
That saw it. No, the children that saw it. And there were children on the docks that saw it.
I mean, but I'm sure their parents were there to say, turn around or close your eyes. I don't think that was the fault of the. I mean, to be fair though, I don't think that was the fault. Yeah, I don't think that was the fault of the people fighting.
Right?
Because if it was you and I, right, and we're there, I don't think I would have been able to do that. I don't think I would have been able to do that. So I don't think that's the fault.
Sister Harriet said, Sister Harriet, this was in Montgomery, Alabama. The fight happened Saturday afternoon where 5 white men jumped on a guard for the riverboat, people on the party boat. And then it just was a whole big melee, pandemonium just everywhere. Nancy. Oh, them cats was fast as lightning. You know, it's a little bit frightening. That was good. That was good. Nan said he knew they couldn't win. Blacks were coming out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. People were coming out that line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they did not. I'm telling you, they did not wait for the boat to fully dock. It got just close enough, and they were just coming, and they were jumping. It's sad.
Did you see the post I sent you about if you watched Avengers Endgame and how the people showed up from the magical thing and the people were coming from different parts of the country and stuff? Okay, I'm done. Go ahead. You were about to say something serious. I was just coming here joking.
Sister Harriet said, okay, I just gotten out of the hospital. Sister Harriet, we're praying that you are continuing to get stronger and get better. Daryl says, I'm going to lay down my burdens down by the riverside. You know what, Daryl? Somebody take his phone, please. Dawn said, what about the guy to swim over? Yeah, we were talking about Aquaman, and he was only 16. So at 16, think about this, people. Again, we're talking about a different generation. At 16, he made the decision right then and there to jump off the boat, swim over. And he didn't just he wasn't just like this. Oh, he was swimming.
Yeah.
He was swimming. I mean, like Charlie the fish tuna. You remember the black guy from Buffalo that swam the English Channel? Do you remember him?
No. No, I don't remember.
They call it,
no.
I'll tell you his name. We're not gonna call him Michael Phelps because that's not us. We're gonna call
that's
him
not us.
Wade in the water.
Wade in the water.
But I think with Aquaman, we've seen that though before, because it's and at a lot of historical times, it's the kids that'll go do stuff. Remember the Selma thing?
It is the young people that typically start the movement. These wasn't just young people this time, though. This was a little bit of everybody.
That was another thing I did like to see. It wasn't just one demographic, because the chair guy looked like he was a little bit older.
Yeah, he was older.
He had the chair.
Well,
the chair guy was older.
He said, I ain't finna be out here. I ain't finna be out here with these young chaps trying to throw blows. Yeah, I mean, think about it. But I don't know. It's always easy to say what you would do. Like, if I was there, I would have done this. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I would have done. You know what? God's gonna trouble the waters. You know what, Daryl? You are doing the most right now.
I appreciate it. Keep that.
Tina said, yes, Charlie the tuna fish swam the English Channel. It was a black man. I'm gonna find it for you in a second. Nancy said he probably saw this all playing out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He got the video, a minute and a half.
Oh, well, let's review.
Let's review.
No volume to it, though.
I don't think there,
You can narrate, though.
Yes.
So he's clapping here. This is when he's trying to tell the man that, listen, I told him to move. He didn't want to move. And we can't have this here. Ooh. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. I think that, he put up the hat, but, I wouldn't have had time to take off the hat.
So wait, how many are there?
5.
Oh, 4.
There's 5 right there.
6. See, there's
he did hit him.
He did. I told you he hit him.
And
he didn't push him away, and he actually moved away.
Remember her in the red. Remember her.
She got the chair.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a person that, they holding him down. Oh, there go the guy that was trying to move people away. Oh, there go the lady. She's trying to, he's rushing.
No, Aquaman didn't. Look. Oh, they behind the thing throwing down.
Yeah, there you go. And, oh, no, now she's trying to keep him
Aquaman.
from.
There he goes.
You said, move, lady.
He said, "Don't touch her." He said, "Don't
Move,
you touch
lady.
her. Don't you touch my
Look,
woman."
there go the swimmer right there.
Yeah.
That's when.
Oh, he
That's
was. Oh, he
when
was
it
walking
didn't-
with him. He was walking. Oh, he
Yeah,
took off his
that's
shirt.
when it wasn't gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's-
It's over then. Yeah.
The guy that swam, the first Black swimmer to swim across the English Channel, Charles Chapman of Buffalo, New York, in 1981. The first person to swim the channel was English sailor Matthew Webb in 1875. Oh, Tina's saying the same thing I'm saying. Look at
Oh,
my
there we
sister. Let's see. Harriet said, I turned 74 years old and so much is happening. I can't keep up with it. Listen, happy birthday and happy 74th. And
Absolutely.
you don't have to keep up with it at all. You keeping up with 74. Amen. Tina said, she said what I said, that Charlie from Buffalo, New York, Charlie the fish tuna. No, Charlie the tuna Chapman. That's what it was. Charlie the tuna Chapman.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So yeah. I think that, I think that this is very, very unfortunate. And I think it's unfortunate that it played out in the world.
Yeah.
I think it had to happen. It's one of those unfortunate, necessary things. It had to happen that it played out in the world. However, I've noticed that my ex, CNN, I broke up with CNN again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't work. It was just a toxic relationship. It wasn't me, it was them.
Yeah.
I get it. They're not the same. They're not the same anymore.
But what I noticed that they didn't pick this up. I started going through all the channels and they didn't pick it up as much. And the mayor called it an unfortunate incident. He did not call it a racial matter, not a hate crime. Now, we didn't hear what was going on when all that was going on. So only the people that were there know. But what we did see was what would have been a one-on-one was actually a 5, 6, or 7-on-1.
Yeah.
Right? So we did see that. What else were we left? What are we left to believe?
Right. That's definitely a hate crime.
Yeah. What are we left to believe? So I don't know. I don't know. I think that I think it's unfortunate. I don't know any other word to call it. Bill said I noticed that also. What did you notice, Bill? What did you notice? Tell us what you noticed. It's just too bad. It's too bad. And I would love to see, oh, maybe he noticed that it didn't play out on the news. I'd love to see what's going to happen next. Or is this just going to blow over? Now, if this just blows over, I don't mean the memes and things like that, but now there needs to be some conversations held. Now we need to get serious about it. Now we need to really talk about what happened and why it happened.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I think there have been ample warnings. You know what I mean? I think that there have been conversations like, we're not putting up with this for too much longer. You know what I mean?
That's a warning. That's not a conversation.
I think
That's not a conversation. Not at all. And I think that was the thing that was trying to happen even when Michael Brown got shot in the back by the cop. They were trying to have conversations then because it didn't make any sense why individuals felt like, especially police, felt like that they still felt like that they were threatened.
Yeah.
Like this idea of feeling threatened when nobody's even doing anything. And I think when that brother was clapping and when he raised his voice, that's a idea of them thinking that they're being threatened when that's not the case. And it's almost as if us as people of African descent can't say anything with emotion. We have to be docile as if we're still slaves. And that is there's a very condescending thought process to have, as if a person cannot, express themselves in a way that they see fit to express themselves without feeling like that they're trying to harm somebody, which they're not. They're just talking to you.
Well, that's pretty much impossible anyway, because we communicate, we laugh, we talk with our whole being. You know, when we laugh, we like,
Mm.
so you know, we use our whole being to do that. Yeah, Bill said that the media is not covering that mainstream media. Tina said they don't want it to be categorized as a hate crime because of the prosecution of the white young perpetrators. We know that it was a hate crime. We do. And if my presence, if when I walk into a room, it creates some feeling in you that is not positive, it creates fear or anything, that's not my fault. That's
Right.
on you.
That's you. That's you. That's right.
On you. And that's
That's
the
right.
conversation that needs to be held. Don't have a conversation with me on how to walk in the room or
Right.
how to be or how to exist or how to carry myself or how
Right.
to be who and what I am. That's not the
Right.
conversation. The conversation is what you do when I
Yeah.
walk in the room. And 9 times out of 10, just like you ever walk in a room and people get quiet, you know they were talking about you. That's
Yeah.
not about me walking in the room. I came in as me.
Yeah.
That's about them and what they were doing. So the problem is not what I do and how I show up. It's what you are doing and what that means to you. The stereotype, the
Yeah.
generalizations, the isms that go with it, whether it's racism, sexism, whatever it is, ageism,
Yeah.
whatever it is that goes with it. So now what happened is there wasn't a conversation because there needed to be a conversation before,
Yeah.
but there wasn't a conversation. And now you see what happens when you don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Because
Or when you're
now,
not even open to listen.
yes, now I got to act up.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want.
Right.
So they FAFO. Yeah. Yeah. So listen.
All right, with the acronyms.
Hey,
With
man.
the there you go.
Hey,
Okay.
man. I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
You just to do it.
Listen, we are pretty much at the end of our time, but look,
Yeah, yeah.
let's keep an eye on it. The memes are hilarious. And one of my other favorites is the picture of Harriet Tubman coming through the wall,
With the
but now
chair.
with her hand in a chair.
Yeah.
Y'all are funny. Facebook is funny. Sometimes I watch it, and especially like Daryl stuff, I'm like, y'all do too much. Y'all play way too much. But I will say that I did see the video today from The Color Purple. You know, when Suge was walking and she was singing at Harpo's juke joint, then she heard the music at the church.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
all started crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, man, y'all play too much. So I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a meme about the Riverboat Brawl, but it was just somebody posting The Color Purple. I wouldn't say y'all play too much. Quit playing. But it was just a meme. So listen, before we go, a couple things I wanted to share with you really, really quick. Minister Chris, I sent you 2 pictures. Guess what, y'all? Guess who was featured in the Writer's Workshop magazine? There's a write-up, so I'll be sending that out. Look at there.
Whoa.
Book review. I had a book review by Reverend Dr. Nathaniel Gadsden in the Writer's Workshop digital magazine. And
Good
so
job.
it is on Facebook. It's on Facebook. So please go and check it out. Check me out. And if you need copies of my book, check me out.
Yeah.
Jason A. did it again, Benefield. His book is on Amazon. Mr. Jason's always amped up. I joined him again this morning. Yes, amped up. Affirmations, meditations, and prayer. I joined them this morning and enjoyed it tremendously. So the essential pain and peace of life, the journey of unfolding consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody in Montgomery
Yeah.
might need a copy.
Yeah.
Oh, and the people with, would you say, Cyanet? People in New York with Cyanet?
Oh, yeah.
Sayonara? Oh, Kysonet. Oh, sorry, my bad. Cyanet, sayonara. Anywho, so please check Jason out on Amazon. Harriet said, I enjoyed you all today. Have a blessed night. Love you. We love you too.
Happy
Tina
birthday, Harriet.
Washington said, congratulations. Thank you very much, Tina Washington Abubakar. And really quick, our family feud, name something you always associated with tornadoes. Number 1 was destruction. Number 2 was wind tunnels, wind and funnels. Number 3 was lightning and thunder. 4, rain and flood. 5, the Wizard of Oz. 6, darkness. 7, cows.
Oh,
Tina
yeah.
said, congratulations to you too, Jason. Mom said, nice show. Estrella sent the heart, love you too. And listen, special thanks out to Minister Chris Thomas.
Yes. Yes, sir.
The radio steward extraordinaire, who always makes it happen. Always makes it happen, man. Look, if you guys don't know, that guy right there is the guy that you need to see. Always making it happen. So check out the Voice 17104 when you're just scrolling through. You'll see so many different ministries, even after us. Ron Chappell has, I believe he has a preacher coming on, and Eleanor Harrison is coming on to bring the preacher on. And so there's so many ministries and so many things going on at the Voice 17104. Make sure you check it out. And if you have an idea for a show, Mr. Chris Thomas is the person that you need to see. We will see you all on Friday at the Writer's Workshop from 7 to 9, and we'll be back here next week, Monday. Thank you all for joining us. And hey, let's keep an eye out on what's going on. And remember, we are our brother's keeper. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are our brother's keeper.
Yeah,
so, take care of yourselves and take care of, go ahead, Cactus Clay. I see you. I see you. They had the rumble in Montgomery this time. That is my favorite. Y'all play way too much. That is my favorite. Whoever did that needs an award. Jason has Veg Out Your Mind coming up on
August 26th.
Of August. Yes.
Yes.
Jason, we're ready for it. Can't wait to hear more about it. Daryl, love you too. Linda said night all. Thank you all for joining us. And I guess that's Riverboat for now. Well, it wasn't a riverboat. Lots of stuff for you park your pontoon. How about that?